Hey, what's good? What's good? We gotta get our music right because there's a lot unseen in this game. I just saw something. Give me a sec. Get that to 18. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, we back with episode 5 of Rig College Football. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. But yeah, I saw something in this game just now before this last stop by Michigan. They showed one of the D linemen on the sideline, or one of the linemen. Period. This nigga was smiling, and then he realized he was on camera, so he had to like get back serious. But I just saw that shit. This man was smiling. And I mean, earlier they already told us that Michigan was gonna win this game. Excuse me. What up, Sparked Up and Aware? What's good? You say Michigan come back on the way? Well, yeah, for sure. What's good, Soul 10? What's good? So this Michigan game is for the ages. It's for the ages in Rick football. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Like this, the fact that TCU done hung up 50 like this is ridiculous. The only way I see TCU winning would be obviously that a lot of the money was on Michigan to start off in the game, so it'd be easier. They could fuck over as many bettors as possible having TCU win, but I don't see them winning. Say Jim Harbaugh is the master of throwing games. Yeah. What up, JJ Puff in the building? So if Michigan wins, the quarterback told his parents they're going to win in the middle of the game. Yeah, I saw that. The sideline reporter was talking about that. $62 points since halftime. What they put in that Gatorade, right? Like there's so many missed tackles left and right. It's not even funny. And then the interceptions will be deflecting off the receiver. They doing dumb shit. Like they juggle it away like that Cowboys clip I posted. Wait, let's see what JJ doing. Got a completion, but they just I can't catch the ball. Conveniently for an interception. Way to go. What up, John Gleason? Shout out to the UK in the building. Shout out Jose Cisneros. Them names always stumble me. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, this game right here has been unbelievable. Last night, I was actually shocked that Tennessee beat Clemson. I mean, they beat the shit out of Clemson. The one thing that stuck out about that game was the fact that Clemson had 7 drives in the first half and only 3 points to show for it. If that isn't point shaving, I don't know what is. Shout out Pat Truther in the building. Smash that like button. How rigged do I think the FCS is? I'll say just as rigged. They do a lot of the same shit. It's just on a smaller scale because not as many people watching FCS as, FBS. They don't have all these big commercials and all these big betting deals and shit. Talking about if you bet on a Wofford, you can win $200 plus what you went. No. Did I hear about Andrew Tate being swatted? Yeah. That's all fake. That's scripted shit. It's rigged because Michigan can't tackle. Yeah, Michigan suddenly can't tackle for a damn thing. And then there was the touchdown in the first half where the receiver had finally got possession of it once he had already crossed the goal line. So what we doing? And then on the very next play, what does Michigan do? They fumble the ball to TCU. These pick sixes are just as bad. Throwing into double coverage. Talking about JJ McCarthy, that is. That was 2nd and 4. McCarthy doing his best Patrick Mahomes impression over here, doing God knows what, just going backwards and shit. But I see Michigan winning this game. They don't have much time, but they got to make something happen soon. Very, very soon. Yeah, Joey, you ain't lying about that. Like, oh my gosh. He even took such a shitty angle on it too. And I was like, oh wow, here we go. Another touchdown. And this is the team, Michigan, that was touted for being so good on defense. Were they holding opponents to what, 5.7? I know I didn't say points. It might have been points. This is such a good Michigan defense, and they giving up 51 points to TCU. What's up, Lorenzo? We got Lorenzo in the building. Shout out Lorenzo. What up, JJ? Yeah, happy New Year to you too, man. Yeah, this gonna be a interesting new year. Interesting new year. You say that goal line fumble by Michigan was stupid. Greasy arm running back just changed a sway bar or something. What the fuck? Yeah, I think these games just really highlight how ridiculous a college football game can be, because you see it on I'll say an NFLS level. With the way that they're throwing these games, is just mind-blowing. A lot of these bowl games. But this one, Jesus Christ. Like, I could see the Buffalo Bills and, say, the Chiefs playing a playoff game and looking like this. How's rigging work in terms of coaches and GMs that get hired in the NFL? Are coaches and GMs pre-chosen? Yes, they are pre-chosen. Nepotism at its finest in the NFL. Or actually pro sports and college. Nepotism at its finest. What you're saying in terms of coaches, basically what coaches in college, they put players out of position all the time. Like, they might have a safety sitting under a route when he has no business doing so. And then as a result, he fucks around and gets burned for a long touchdown. Or what they call scoring plays. So anytime you see Michigan scoring TCU, the scores that Michigan scored, they done ran this shit in practice. TCU's defenses ran this shit in practice too. But on the opposite end of it. And vice versa. As far as GMs, they just do dumb shit. If they want a team to be bad, they'll do questionable shit. Like whenever you see, say, a team sign somebody they had no business signing, or trading, giving up a bunch of picks for somebody that wasn't even worth it. And you're like, why did they give up all of this for so and so? Like, that's just stupid. That's why they tanking on purpose. What up, Double P? They 21-6 at halftime. 6 times 6 equals 216. So you glad the semi's better than last year's? More entertaining, I'd put it that way. More unbelievable and more entertaining. But I will say I'm not a fan of the completely one-sided college football playoff games at all. I hate that shit. Wide ass open. Wide ass open, dude. Yeah. What is that, 3-point game now? Roman Wilson, that sounds like a wrestler. That you've been using FanDuel lately. You started watching my videos recently too, and it's quite obvious that they're only using these services as middlemen to fuck over many bettors as possible. Yeah. When people ain't choose to ignore it. Even though it'd be funny, dude, it'd be niggas who bet who still choose to ignore it. This shit is manipulated. Like, come on. Of all the people, you would think they would be the ones who'd really be on board with that shit. Because they money's involved. To Ohio State get upset tonight. I'll say Georgia gonna win that game. So you knew TCU was taking this dub as soon as you saw FanDuel Sportsbook wouldn't offer anything over TCU minus 2.5. Something about pregame. Who wants to see TCU play? No one really wants to see them in it. The only thing I could see as far as if they somehow win this game was the whole story behind Max Duggan. He had heart surgery and everything he had to endure in his college career. What's up, Desmond Dixon in the building? See that Florida State game. Florida State was leaving Florida receivers wide open the first half. I didn't watch that game, Florida State. So you more confident in Ohio State becoming national championship after that first game? So Georgia might blow Ohio State. That would be the most Georgia thing to do too. And say Georgia does win. A lot of people gonna be heavy on Georgia. See, they beat the shit out of Ohio State. And assuming Michigan beats TCU, Michigan struggled against TCU, so I'm gonna take Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Desmond says about that purple stuff. Or the purple colors. To the Giants nation, man. The Giants still trash. They made the playoffs every year. They still gonna be trash. They're talking about like your Ravens did in 2013 when they gave up Anquan Bolden to pay Joe Flacco more money because he had one good playoff run. Yeah. And after that, he was what? Average to below average. He was not elite at all. Happy New Year to you too, Blackbird, for sure. So Ohio about a field goal. About a field goal. You just learned Josh Allen used to go to the same community college you did. Reedley College. Wow. I didn't know he went to community college. That's crazy. All I knew was he went to Wyoming. You know, sports is rigged when Tennessee traded their number 1 wide receiver to the Eagles. Yeah, they had to give up something. So you damn near don't want to watch sports anymore. FanDuel is really only worth it if you're betting hundreds and taking essentially guaranteed wins, like fourth quarter blowout type shit. Can the Michigan defense get one more stop? They gonna need to. They don't have no choice. It's pouring down rain on New Year's Eve, really fucking up everything. I feel like every year it rains on New Year's Eve at some point. Like it rained here earlier, well, like this morning. I think it was like from 11 to like 3, 4. No, it wasn't 4 o'clock. It was like 11 to 1 o'clock. It rained. But now it's good. But I know it's every New Year's Eve, I swear it rains. I think last year was a downpour. Only way the championship is going to be interesting is if TCU plays Ohio State, plus it might be like NFL, something you remember. Me saying they don't like new winners. As far as college goes, I'm trying to think, who is the last new winner in college football? Because, yeah, it usually goes to a traditional power. Every now and again, they'll try to make a new one, like they did with Clemson. I'll have to look into that one and see who was the last new national champion in college football. What's my live prediction for Ohio State Georgia game, including the score? I'll say Georgia 31, Ohio State 20. What's good? What's good, JKF? What's good with you? If Joe Flacco was not worth all the money, hell no, he wasn't. Ray Lewis put pressure on him in the playoffs, and Ray Lewis was going to kick his ass if Flacco fucked up. I remember Ray Lewis got onto him about that unibrow Joe Flacco used to have. Like, rookie, like, if you're going to be our team captain, you got to get this shit cleaned up, bro. That's bad like Pee Wee. Yeah, it is. It's terrible. Damn, TCU got some fine cheerleaders, though. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Let's go back. Fuck this game. Let's go back. Said New Year's Eve might be the worst day to go out. If it's raining, shit. And it depends on your city, too. Some cities be a little bit more violent than others. So you did chores and errands all day. It rained here the whole damn time. Damn. Ed Reed would have beat his ass, too. So they just showed a Giants thing that said 96 combined points in the game. They're mocking the sheep. Remember the officials took a touchdown from Michigan? Yeah, they did, yeah. When that white boy, they said he was down a yard short. And even if you look at the replay, it's so obvious this man crossed the pylon. He crossed the plane, bro. But no, he had possession a yard short. All right, refs. All right, zebras. I mean, it's 51-45 right now. Score should be something else, though, you know. Let's see what they do. Decide to run up the middle on first down. Okay, that's great. So they love the numbers 15 and 6. Michigan was down by 15 in the first half, and now they're down by 6 with 3:03 left. At least as of this stream. The Michigan got all the way to the Fiesta Bowl and forgot how to play football. Exactly. It's like they never even played Ohio State, if you watch them here. He said Ohio State 33, Georgia 30. This set up for a Michigan 52-51 win. Yeah, they gonna make this motherfucker close. Milk this one to the last minute. The new meaning of TCU. I'm down with it. The 11 Baltimore shout out. He said Ed Reed calling out Flacco in the playoffs. He was on lock after that. Then they win and got that bag and fell apart. Yeah, they got rid of all the good pieces. What was it? Ed Reed ended up with the the Texans or the Jets. I think he was with the Texans first, then the Jets afterwards, or vice versa. Ray retired. Bolden, who'd he go? San Francisco. Torrey Smith was gone. Like, that team offensively was a shell of itself. Then, you know, the whole Ray Rice situation, too. That don't help. What up, Bronze? We got Bronze in the building. Who I like in this game right now to win? I still say Michigan. Anthony Richardson's TD run against LSU was horrible. So we got Maryland in the house. Shout out to Maryland in the building. Terps. Who would I call the worst fans in the NFL? Cowboys. Cowboys fans for sure. And they mind every year is their year to win the Super Bowl. You can't tell them nothing else. They could drop one game to the Eagles, and then next week they could beat the Texans by 55. They'd be like, yeah, see, we're good as hell, bro. This is our year, bro. This is how the Cowboys should be playing every week. If we play like this every week, we're going to win the Super Bowl every year. There's someone just bet $750K on Ohio State plus 6.5. That nigga better hope he wins. Shit. So you think TCU might hold on? I mean, they got a minute. I be trying to peep these niggas on the sideline over here from Michigan, bro. Because I ain't seen nobody look down in the dumps or nothing like that, which you think, if they knew they had to lose this game, they would be looking down in the dumps. Like, shit, we came all the way here and had to throw the game. Say Michigan not using timeouts. Yeah, 2 timeouts left, 2nd and 8 for TCU. So Anquan was the big. Yeah, Anquan Bolden was a monster. 3rd down. But how does TCU score many points on Georgia's defense? You hate rigged sports. Wait, what? They ain't even played Georgia yet. What you mean? Unless I missed that. They got to give it to us every game. Yeah, playoff time. They have to. But they say the greatest story ever played. Guess what? This is the greatest story ever played, nigga. And old Wilson, they going back to show Wilson where he got fucked over for not calling the touchdown. He just fumbled the next play. Like, that is the game-changing moment right now. That play alone. These teams suddenly no defense and juggernauts, yeah. Makes you think Georgia wins by 7 plus unless the guy who bet Ohio State knows something. If he got 750K to throw at a team, that nigga might have some inside information on something. That or he just got too much goddamn money on his hands. See what they do on 3rd and 4. Short, of course. Short. Less than a minute to go. 58 seconds. Did Paul Kruger also ended up on the Cleveland Browns after the Ravens won the Super Bowl? Yeah, he did. I ain't heard that name in a long time, man. Paul Kruger? Shit. Michigan threw 2 pick sixes. Yeah, they did. So you picked Michigan on the money line. So you smoked the rigness since TCU was up. Well, they got up big too. They was up what 21-3. At one point, I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no motherfucking way. And now they make it 59 seconds left on 4th and 1. Plaxico Burress didn't cheddar bob. That nigga said cheddar bob. Hell no. Cheddar Bob himself, we would have played the Steelers in Super Bowl 43. That 08 team was so dumb that we had already beat the Steelers in the regular season. Nigga said Cheddar Bob. The Cowboys, Patriots, and since what'd you say? You're a Browns fan, you'll say the Bengals all have the worst fan bases. I don't know enough. I really don't know any Bengals fans personally. I know some people sub to the channel that are, but personally, I don't know enough Bengals fans to say that. Patriots fans are annoying, yes. I forgot about Patriots fans because it's been so long since they've been winning Super Bowls. They're up there. As you know, just clump Boston fans in general. They're all one. Boston in general. Say NYE on U Street is wild. Oh yeah, you in the DMV, of course. That shit gonna be popping. So I need to go see a game in Baltimore. I want to go to one though. At the bank for sure. It'd have to be like a team actually worth watching. It can't be the Ravens versus like the fucking commies or some shit. It got to be a team that I actually want to see. If it was like Ravens versus the Bills or Ravens versus the Chiefs, something like that. But I've always wanted to see what it was like going to a Ravens game compared to like a college football atmosphere. See what the difference is like. He was just looking at the Ravens 2012 playoffs run. Jacoby Jones ran right past Champ Bailey. Yeah. Jacoby Jones could do whatever the hell he wanted to in those playoffs, especially in that Super Bowl. I know the Horned Frogs, before the season started, yours was 200-1 to make the college football playoffs. 200-1. Damn. Damn. There's niggas like him that tilt the line by 5 pregame. Oh, we talking about that dude. Yeah, the dude who put $750K on Ohio State. Matt said these youngins don't know about Bolden and Fitz. Oh, they was a problem. They was really a problem, bro. For real. Anquan Bolden. I think I got one of his football cards, too. Yeah, I think I got one when he had the old Cardinals jerseys on, too, before they had the new shit with the pissed off bird. See what JJ do. He run out of bounds, gained some yards. So he played like a back in the open field, but could have went up and got it like Tyreek Hill. Yeah. He was one of them big, strong receivers, man. You need you a third down, get it to Anquan Bolden. And Larry Fitzgerald, that's just one of the greatest receivers of all time in the NFL. So they probably got acting coaches now. We just don't know it because they used to always give away the game before it was even close to being over. I wouldn't go so far as saying necessarily acting coaches. But they know when they got to do some fuck shit. So y'all better take Georgia to win because that $750K. Yes. Yes, he did. Yes, David Tyree did. Shout out to the Turkish Republic of Cyprus. Yeah, I think that's the first time I've seen someone from there. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out Real King TV. You don't see a lot of people talk about this much, but how I see Herbert's career playing out in those Super Bowl wins, the MVPs, and Marino, like, I can see Herbert going down as a Dan Marino type of player. No rings, a lot of stats to show for it. Because they talk him up big. They've been talking him up big since Oregon. They setting up a 52 all Michigan script win. Michigan Georgia title game brings in lots of money. Super Conference preview between the Big Ten and SEC. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. TCU getting destroyed by Georgia. You a Texas boy, but TCU can't touch. Yeah, TCU don't want nothing with no SEC teams, bro. At all. You don't want none of that shit. The Ravens for the Chiefs. So Ravens versus Steelers. It ain't the same anymore, bro. Like, they got Mitch Trubisky and Kenny Pickett at their quarterback. It's not the same as like Big Ben and shit. Dare I say it, Joe Flacco. They had some battles. And I don't think we ever got to see Big Ben versus Lamar. Because someone was always hurt. Yeah, this TCU game's ridiculous. So Philly fans are horrible too. I don't know enough personally, but I do know the history the Eagles fans have of, booing Santa Claus and all the other shit that go on with Philly. I understand. I can see what you can say to the Philly fans. I could totally see that. You rewatch the highlights of the Giants-Cowboys win. Well, in 2011, you say Chris Collinsworth stated the Giants were getting dangerous for a playoff run, and they just so happened to win the Super Bowl. Yeah, dropping those little subtle hints. They're doing the 90s damage control. They're trying to bring some of them back into the fan club because too many people waking up about the NFL. Excuse me. I don't know how niggas can't see the NFL at this point. They do the same shit. The same shit. TCU dropped the easy pick. Damn, all the Michigan fans, they showed this nigga with a double chin. With the drawn beard. It looked like that beard looked fake as hell. The TCU dropped the easy pick. 2 easy picks. The season on the line. And a fumble. Fumble. Say Joe Burrow's Dan Marino, Tyler quarterback who made it to a Super Bowl in their second year and won't make it again. He'll be back to a Super Bowl. Joe Burrow, he'll be back. Then Michigan, by losing, becomes 13-1 and TCU 13-131 by winning. Let's see. Herbert, the new Phillip Rivers, but you think he can win the championship? I mean, they've only had so many good quarterbacks to hold it down. I feel like it was Breeze, Rivers for a long time. Who the hell took over after him? Because I want to say there was like a weird, like a very short gap and then Justin Herbert. So I think that was the year Rivers got hurt. So if I ever met Lamar Jackson, once one thing I would tell him or ask him. I asked that nigga to race me. Shit. I want to see how fast this nigga really is. 40-yard dash. Race me 1-on-1. Let me see how fast this nigga really is. He got to be healthy. He got to be healthy though. Nigga said purple rain like Prince. So you smell upset alert with the Saints and Eagles. Yeah, TCU, bro. Like TCU of all the teams. TCU of all the teams. That is strictly for Vegas's money, bro. Them niggas is not finna win it all. That's strictly for Vegas's money because they knew so many people would pick Michigan. So you mean tell me that the quarterback as good as McCarthy don't know when the snap is coming in a critical moment? Exactly. To know where they call this on 4th down. Michigan versus TCU, can't believe your odds. Yeah, this is of all teams, nigga, TCU. Yeah, if there's ever a time to say, yeah, this team really doesn't belong here, is now. TCU really don't belong here. In the nigga, TCU, come on. So they're gonna penalize TCU for targeting. Oh, my shit on mute. They say the result, no targeting. And then there's a Michigan fan talking, what the fuck? Mad as hell. Now they got all these Michigan fans with their jaws wide open like, damn, ain't no way. Jim Harbaugh consoling J.J. McCarthy. The announcer gonna get his money regardless. Them rep and them coaches too, but them refs, woo, they made their money today. They made their money today. I'm shocked. I am shocked TCU actually won that game. I am thoroughly surprised. Thoroughly surprised. So are we claiming Josh Dobbs? No, Josh Dobbs. We can claim Josh Dobbs. We do not claim Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, you take your ass over there. We do not claim you. But Josh Dobbs, yeah, Tennessee all day, yeah. Josh, you good. Russ, fuck you. We don't fuck with you. TCU was trash last year. I don't even know what TCU did last year. So they're gonna lose in the Natty. Yeah, whoever the hell they play. The purple team versus Ohio State. Yeah, this is ridiculous, bro. Vegas, they really had TCU win this game over Michigan. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. TCU was predicted to finish seventh in the Big 12, and now they're going to the national championship game. And was it Sonny Dykes? Correct me if I'm wrong. This might be his first year because I know he replaced Gary Patterson. Damn that. That confetti fucking up the pixels. Damn. Hate that shit. If it only took you over 40, you say 40 years to realize the NFL was real with the help of me and Pat. Hey, at least you're here now. You're here now. TCU went 4-8 or 5-7 last. They had a losing record last year. Now they magically back in the national championship game. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Unbelievable. Josh Dobbs getting it out the mud. Yup, Josh Dobbs got to get it out the mud, bro. Got to. The TCU been knocking on the door of the Natty since 2010, so they're due. Them niggas ain't due, bro. I get they've had like good teams throughout the years, but them niggas was not due for no goddamn national championship appearance. See what's wrong with Russell Wilson, bro? That nigga fake as hell. That's one, he corny as shit. And he reminds me of like Carlton, but like at least with Carlton, there was moments where it's like Carlton could be funny, or like, you know, like have his moments where you fuck with Carlton. Russell, he doesn't have none of that shit. He just a lame all the way around. What's up, Super Trebo? You like the NFL better than college? You college playoffs seem so boring. Why don't watch Georgia blow out two teams for a natty? At least NFL playoffs are exciting. They used to be. At this point, I'd rather watch college than NFL. Because NFL does the same shit over and over with their script. And they just kept trying to push the envelope more and more. Like, what is the biggest league we can get a team to blow? 28-3. You know, let's do it better. 33-0. Let's do that. And it's like, come on, bro. Like, who you trying to fool? If Mahomes wasn't drafted by Kansas City and went to Cleveland, would Cleveland have gotten a ring by now? No. So no way TCU wins. Hell no. So you got Ohio State over Georgia, and they eventually win the natty for Dwayne. Got them niggas doing it for Dwayne. So you got the Cowboys with no. Nope. At this point, it would take Jerry Jones dying. So you thought they were going to rig it for Michigan? I'd rather it be Michigan than goddamn TCU. Like, the average person might think, you know, TCU really has a chance to win this game. No, they're gonna lose to whoever the fuck they play, Georgia or Ohio State. I think this is the first time TCU has been to a bowl in like since 2017 or 2018. 200-1, the only team that no one bet on. Yeah, no one put money on TCU. The Christian titties always prevail. Oh shit, that's funny. That's funny. Said TCU got every call. They took a TD away from. Yeah. That touchdown would have been a big ass difference in this game. I got to do a clip on that shit. Got to. You think TCU had a great team in 2014? You think that's the year the committee should have put them in? Who was that? Was that Trayvon Boykin? Because I remember that one year, I think it was Trayvon Boykin. I might have been 20. I don't know if it was 14 or 15. But whichever year they had Trayvon Boykin, I remember they was really good. So was that targeting? 100,000%. I should be sponsored by Target, as much targeting as that was. So you always gonna like college football over the NFL? Yeah, the NFL, they just got too, like, these playoffs are bad for college football. Like, if they running shit like this, but the NFL is way worse because it's a whole season of that shit. An entire season of that shit. The Michigan getting that humiliation for just for even sniffing it last year. What up, Adrian in the building? Said Royal Purple prevailed. Said no one bet on the Cowboys. That means they might make it. Like I said, I don't hold my breath on the Cowboys. There's plenty of times they should have been farther in the playoffs and they didn't do shit. So I wouldn't hold my breath on the Cowboys. You said it was Trayvon Boykin. Yeah, okay, I thought so. That's the craziest game you ever watched. It's the most unbelievable. So if Georgia wins the Natty, it could be a battle of two teams off I-20 and outside a major city. Huh. Didn't know that. All right, man. Be easy, Jose. So you hope for the Chargers to make some noise this year in the playoffs. Bolt up. This the only college football you ever watched? Yeah, nah. I like the other college football better. I don't like this shit. The playoffs, I don't like this as much. I like the other college football where they had upsets and shit. Well, this is an upset. But like, you know, better upsets than what the fuck we just saw. I think it was 2014. That was the year they played Baylor and they scored like 100 points combined. Them niggas always put up a lot of points against each other. So that's like a rivalry game. Just staying with the purple, you got the Vikings and the Cowboys. Or not the Cowboys, the Chiefs. Someone said it could be a Len Dawson connection too between those two teams. Like college, not all of them are pros. Some are just students. NFL, everyone's world class, and they make even more mistakes. Yeah, exactly. More unbelievable mistakes. It's all Michigan plus an under entire GM or entire game. Say Georgia probably repeat. So the 131 riddle might come through. Ohio State wins out to become 13-1. Just how TCU's 13-1, how Michigan is 13-1. The number one or Quentin Johnston on TCU was going crazy. Yeah. No defense too many times, too many slips, but you'll let it slide more because they not all pro athletes like the NFL. In a big game like this, oh nah. Niggas knew what the assignment was. And they had to follow through. So you like the BCS system better? Yeah, they said it was a computer that was picking those matchups. Picking how they were doing the ranking. It was a computer system and there was no, manipulation, let them tell it. But yeah, the BCS, to a degree, I liked it, but it was way too easy to rig it for Bama every time with the BCS. Especially the year they didn't win the West. They didn't play in the SEC championship game, but somehow they ended up in the national championship game and beat LSU. So that's my biggest gripe about the BCS. I'm just curious to see what this expanded playoffs will do. We're headed down to Pasadena, man. I got to work that day, too. I got to catch the second half of that game. That shit would be lit, too. Utah versus Penn State. Think about how much money was bet on Bama to make the playoffs. Think about how much money they had bet on Michigan to win against TCU. So if TCU wins the night, they'll take the Ravens over the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Like I said with the Ravens, but every quarterback on their team is melanated. They don't want that. I don't think it'll be that purple team. So they sold casuals on Ohio State, Michigan, Natty. I don't know why they would think it'd be an all Big Ten. Unless they were Ohio State, Michigan fans. That's my best guess. So you can see the Michigan players, they look sad since the beginning. They knew they had to throw the game. I didn't see them necessarily looking sad. Yeah, bring the BCS back. It won't happen, but you wish bowl games were important again. That's when it really peaked. Yeah, now everybody opting out and shit. The only reason you won't be watching the other college games now is because you'll be busy and there's so many games. The year Dak and Zeke came in the league, you woke up the reality of the script because they made it to the divisional round against Green Bay, and while even while they was winning, heads hanging like they lost. Oh, NFL players don't have that shit well at all. Like, nigga, Aaron Rodgers, he pouts more than... Actually, him and Brady are the two that pout more than anyone else when they know they got to lose. Yeah, they screwed Ohio State. And who else? Boise State was another team they screwed over in like a third team. You got Ohio State over Georgia, and they beat TCU. So basically, no one has TCU winning the Natty. It would be a motherfucker if they won. And then the narrative could be, you know what, this is why we need to expand the playoffs, because no one expected TCU to win. So this is why more teams need to get in, because it could be another team that didn't make it that could get in. So there's another narrative for that. So Zeke's the first gay running back. Y'all know who thought that crop top shit was cool. That shit was weird. The bowl games will be bigger than ever before when they have most of them be playoff games. From what I've heard, a lot of the playoff games are going to be home games. So I don't know what they're doing with the bowl games, but a lot of them are going to be like just home games like they do in the NFL. So yeah, I don't know how they going to do that as far as like picking venues for the playoffs, because you got to think about, then you got this round, then you got another round, then another round. So do you just give up all these bowl games strictly for this, or what? So yeah, that's one thing I'm curious about. They're keeping the Purple Queen tribute going with the Horned Frogs. It's about purple. You mean you lean Vikings because they had the London game, and Vikings are tied to London historically. I think TCU should have made it even though they lost their conference. Hell no, they shouldn't have been in that bitch. Brady throws computers and tablets. Oh, just the first round will be home games. Okay. Yeah, I was curious how they were gonna do that. What's the purple thing about? Purple represents royalty. Tied in with the queen who just quote unquote died this year. Fuck that evil bitch. Do I think spending $5,000 to go watch the Super Bowls worth the hell no? Hell no. They put your whole check on TCU against Georgia, or at least take TCU in the spread, because nobody in their right mind will see TCU beating Georgia. Damn right nobody in their mind gonna see TCU beating Georgia, dude. Said they could have all 6 big bowl games be playoffs. Like all the New Year's 6 games be bowl games. I can see that. But yeah, I am curious about that. Like how this will actually play out. Will it be a success, or will it be a fail? But I think it's gonna go out well. We might still end up with the same teams we expect. Say Demetrius Michi Walker, the Michigan running back who died earlier this month, wore 45. Michigan wore 45 t-shirts and scored 45 points. Yeah, we're going to end it right there. Yeah, so I should be back for another live for Big College Football. Was that? They don't have the games tomorrow. Monday. Should be Monday. But yeah, this has been the Rig College Football episode 5. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. We are out. And Happy New Year. Yeah, bring in New Year and shit.